Well, good morning, Maria.
Good morning.
Nice to have you with us. We've
Thank
talked
you.
about doing this for quite a while, and it's finally here.
I know, right? I'm excited.
Good. By way of a formal introduction, Maria Cabrera, and we've known each other a long time.
Very long.
And it goes back to your insurance days as well, Destiny Insurance,
Yes.
and also you've been a long time realtor as well with Excellence Real Estate. So, the purpose of this podcast is really to get to know the people that we work with so that we can send you more referrals. Is that something that would be cool?
That's super. Yeah, that's super.
He's like, I'm all
Excited.
over that. Sure.
Where do we sign?
Yeah, where do I sign? So, just by way of getting to know you better, what led you into the insurance field and to the real estate field? How'd you get into it?
You know what? With the insurance, it's been so long. I know I got my license in 2010.
That's
it's
not
been,
possible.
Yes, 2010.
No way.
It's been a while, and I started as State Farm customer service for
Okay.
for an agent.
Right.
So, it was very nice to work for the lady that I was working for, but I needed a raise. I was about 20 something years old back in the days. And I needed a raise, and she didn't give me a raise. So I was like, dude, I'm like your top producer. I'm
Come
doing everything I'm
on.
doing. I just want a
Appreciate
raise.
me.
Yeah. Give me $1, $2. I mean, give me something. And she didn't, but it's the best thing she ever did for me. Because then I realized, man, I'm doing all this work. I am bringing all these clients. I have to do the cold calling. I build the report with the clients. I'm just going to be an agent myself. And that's how it started. So that's how I became an insurance broker. Well, after that, I went into the insurance industry as an agent for farmers insurance.
Okay. Yeah.
And I did 2 years on their program, and then I became an insurance broker.
Wow. That's amazing. And
Yeah.
so circumstances led to it because it's like, wait a minute, I'm kind of tired of working for others, having them control what I can do, what I can't do, how much I'm going to make, kind of capping how much you're making. And you said,
Right.
you know what, I'm going to go make this happen on my own. And, knowing you and knowing your background too, you have a family, you have
I
children, and you're doing all these things on your own to start this
Right.
business. What was that easy?
No, not at all. I mean, not at all. But you know what I did? I worked as a waitress part-time, so I invested my money. So I used my waitressing money just to live, and the rest that I had, I invested little by little, like with my rent, so on and so forth, where I was leasing. So it just you have to be very creative and work with what you have. So I didn't come from my family didn't have money. I didn't come from a wealthy family. So what I did is I used my whatever I had to make it happen. So I was working really late at night as a waitress at a nightclub, and in the morning I was doing the insurance thing. So it was like a leap of faith.
Yeah, a lot of hard work. And as long as I've known you, you have never been a complainer. I've never heard you complain about one thing. You just work hard and make it happen.
Right.
And that says a lot about you
Thank
and
you.
why
I
your
appreciate
business has
that.
been so successful over the years.
Thank you.
Insurance and in real estate. The title of this podcast is The Mindset of a Champion. What sets you apart? And when you think about that particular title, mindset has everything to do with our success. And having a champion mindset is even more important. So when you think about that, every day you have a routine. You do certain things over and over and over again. How does having a champion mindset influence the way that you do things each day?
I believe that you can be in a situation right now and you may not like it, but you're looking forward in who you're going to become and who you want to be. So that's what pushes you every day. So yeah, I might not have what I want or everything that I aiming for just yet, but I'm going to have it, and I'm looking towards that goal, and I know I'm going to make it, So that's what's kept me moving forward, because you had COVID, when COVID hit, it wasn't easy. We closed down for a minute, but I wasn't gonna stay there. And so I had to come back again and stronger. And now I learned a lot from the past, what I did with my other office. So you don't stay there, and you just keep looking forward and say, okay, I'm here now, but this is not where I'm gonna be, and that's my target, that's my goal, and that's where I'm gonna be. And you do whatever it takes to make it happen.
Yeah.
Basically.
That's amazing. So you could always see your end goal. You can always see what you wanted, your dream, your vision, and you knew, hey, this is what I have to work with. I'm going to work as hard as I can, control what I can control. The other stuff you can't control, you can't worry about.
No.
Right?
Not at
And
all.
you just kept working all this time. Now, in the meantime, I know even on the real estate side, you and I, we used to go door knocking out there.
It was fun days. Fun days.
Those were good. And, we did whatever it took I was growing my business at the time. You were trying to do the same. And we just never gave up. But you know what,
can't.
Maria? So many people in our fields, when COVID hit, when challenging financial times hit everybody, they left the field. They left the insurance business. They left the real estate. They left the lending business. And here we are.
Still here.
We're still here.
Yeah.
We didn't give up. We kept grinding hard every day, helping people. And do you find that, I know you have a lot of clients, a lot of past clients, current clients. Did you find that you were reaching out to them and going back to them and seeing, hey, do you know anybody I can help? Or
You know what? Yes, because after COVID hit, like we kind of lost touch or whatever. A lot of insurance companies closed down.
Yeah, they
so
did.
even though you wanted to help clients, you just couldn't because your hands were tied. There was no insurance companies that would take your clients. So clients had to leave, not because they wanted to leave you, because all of my clients always wanted to stay with me, but they had to leave because I didn't have insurance companies.
Yeah.
So yes, you have to go back to the clients that you have prior. And if you don't have that service anymore, you have to move with the industry, move with what's going on, and offer something else. So with me, that was real estate and taxes, and you just grow. You don't stay the same. So if something doesn't work out, you just keep going and making other things available for your clients, but still you remain in your client's face, kind of, not in their face, but you remain in their
Staying
lives.
in front of them.
Yeah, you remain in their lives, and they'll just reach out to you. It just happens.
Yeah, you mentioned something, a key point, and part of your success is the fact that you didn't just stay with insurance. You didn't just stay with real estate. You added taxes to it. You added something that somebody is going to need at some point. They may not need real estate right now or insurance, but they need taxes. So that's a champion mindset right there. You did what it takes to grow your business, and you know your why. Your why is them not so little kids anymore who are now growing and growing up. So you did what
as
you
a matter
had.
of fact, sorry to
No,
interrupt
please.
you. Isaiah, my oldest, he's 25 years old, and he bought a house last year at
Awesome.
the age of 24. So I mean, real estate changes lives. So I don't sell real estate because I just want to make money, but I seen the difference that owning real estate can make for someone. So my son at 24 owns a house right now. I own a house. So real estate changes lives. It's not only a getting a property, it's families, memories, it's stuff you build in that house. It could also be built in an apartment or whatever, but when you own your house, it's a legacy that you're gonna leave to your children and your children's children. So it changes lives. It's not just money, cents. So that's what it is for me.
That is awesome. And you know what? I have one final question for you. It's we know about your background. We know how hard you've worked now, and you've been successful. You still are successful and gaining success. There's other people out there that may be watching this podcast that may say, you know what? That's great for Maria. That's great for John, but I don't know if I can do it. I don't know how I can be successful with my circumstances. What advice would you have to help people be successful?
I think you have to be true to yourself and know what you want and know your boundaries and know what you are willing to give up, because obviously if you're a mom and your baby is 2 years old, it's not as easy as a person that doesn't have kids and can go into real estate full time. So I feel like if you got to know your situation and what you can handle and do what you can with your circumstance. So like if you have to work part-time and do real estate, part-time, because you can support yourself just on like thinking, oh, am I gonna sell a house today, am I not gonna sell a house next month or whatever. So you have to know your situation and then work with that. You just can't go like, oh, I'm gonna go into real estate full time and I don't know what I'm doing, and then for 2-3 months and have no income. You can't do that. So if you don't have any income and you're barely starting real estate, have a little part time job that pays your bills, so you're not stressed out.
Yeah.
So you have to know yourself, and that's what I would suggest.
That's excellent. That's very practical. It's very doable. It's something that if you're struggling, if you don't know if you can do it and be successful, listen to Maria.
Yeah.
She has gone through a lot of obstacles in your life, a lot of challenges, and continues to overcome them. That's why you're
Thank
successful,
you.
Maria.
Thank you. I appreciate you and having me here, and I learned a lot from you also. Imagine if COVID would have never hit and we would have still been making videos. Oh my God.
I know.
It would have been crazy.
We would have
It would've
each
been-
owned an island by now.
Exactly, right? Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
But-
yeah. Well, it's I'm about ready to go meet my wife. We're doing an anniversary party for our 1 year marriage together, our wedding.
Congratulations.
So thank you. We're gonna go meet the florist, and but I'll tell you what. I know if she was here, she would also say, Maria, what you've done is a great example for others, and I look back at our history, and we're here, and we're going to keep going. We're going to keep
Yes.
growing, and we look forward to sending you some referrals too
Thank
to
you.
continue to grow
Likewise.
your business,
Likewise.
and
Thank
as
you.
your children are growing up and jumping into the business too.
Yes.
That's exciting. So.
It really is.
Thank you for being
Thank
with us
you.
today on this podcast. The mindset of a champion. What sets you apart? We know. We've learned. We're going to send you referrals.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Thank you.